Hello, today I'll be talking about how to know the number of zeros in a quadratic function equation. So let's just start and know what are zeros. What do we call them zeros? We can call them zeros, x-intercepts, roots, or even solutions. So a question may ask you, how many roots or solution do you have in this quadratic function? We know that we have three forms of a quadratic functions: a standard form, vertex form, and a factored form. And I'm going to explain today how to know the number of zeros when we have a standard form equation, vertex form equation, and a factored form equation. And to know the number of zeros, I'm going to use this b squared minus 4ac, which is, yes, I got it from the quadratic formula, which is under the square root right here. So if b squared minus 4ac was bigger than 0, that means we have two solutions or two zeros. If the answer or the result was less than 0, that means we have no zeros. So 0 solutions, 0 x-intercepts. We don't have x-intercepts or zeros at all. If the result of this was 0, like exactly 0, that means we have only one root or one x-intercept. So let's start with this example, which is in a standard form. We know that this is A, this is B, and this is C because the standard form says it's A, B, C. So I'm going to use this that I talked about before, b squared minus 4ac, and I'm going to plug everything, which is A, B, C, and the answer was 13. And we already mentioned if the answer or the result, the results is bigger than 0, that means we have two x-intercepts or two zeros. So here we have two zeros. If the quadratic function is in vertex form, we gotta change it to a standard form. So here, this example is in a vertex form. I'm gonna convert it to a standard form. So here I multiplied this square with this brackets, and here we have this standard form. I'm gonna set the equation equal to 0. So I'm gonna use this formula that I talked about, b squared minus 4ac. This is A, this is B, and this is C. And the answer is 24. And we already mentioned when the answer of this b squared minus 4ac is bigger than 0, that means we have two zeros. So right here, we have two zeros. The last example is in factored form quadratic functions. So in a factored form, we don't have to switch to a standard form because here P and Q are the zeros, so we don't have to do anything. We only have to set the equation equal to 0 and then solve for x plus 2 equals 0. We're gonna have minus 2 and minus 1. Those are the zeros.